Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Super Lunch Bros Podcast, episode number 69. Nice. I am Brendan, and these are some people that I grew up with.
Yo.
Okay, that's a song. Whatever. This is ridiculous.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Kareem.
I'm Gomez.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we just watched the Suicide Squad. Okay, first of all, I know that I'm not talking about MMA. I get it. Like, that's what I normally talk about. I'll cover the Cyril Gane versus Derek Lewis fight and all of UFC 265. I'll put that up tomorrow. I just had an opportunity to actually record with my friends, and we all saw a movie together, so we thought we'd talk about it, and this just seemed like a good idea. It's probably not. This is probably going to be terrible, but that's okay. So we saw Suicide Squad.
It's always good to lower expectations.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So we watched Suicide Squad. First of all,
Well, first of all, it's called The Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Suicide Squad is the older one.
Oh, okay, great. Are we done doing corrections for the movie that just came out? So clearly the only one we're going to be talking about?
I wanted to clarify it for the audience.
Okay, good. So all three of you watching know that this is the new one that just came out. We're not talking about a movie that came out 5 years ago. All right, just overall impression. First of all, Hassan, what did you think of the movie in general? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
You liked it?
Yes.
Should we rate it out of 10?
Are we rating it?
No, you can. I'm just wanting to know
I
how
want
you
a
felt
10
about the movie.
I'm gonna do a 10 score.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Majority agrees.
Out
Out of 10.
Okay, out of 10, what would you give it?
7 out of 10.
That's really low.
Rookie
No,
score.
that's
rookie
average.
I'd say it's average.
That's average. 5 out of 10 is a garbage movie. 7 out of 10 is like, oh, okay.
It's 3.5 out of 5, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, out of 5 is a better scoring system because it gives you a better idea of what it is. Because 5 and below is all bad, so, how do you say what's worse? I would go out of 5.
3.5 out of 5. Final answer.
3.5 stars out of 5. That's pretty good.
I want to give it 6.9, but I think it's better than that. So I'll give it 8.2.
Out of 5.
Out of
That's
5.
pretty good.
We agree out of 10.
No!
No.
So, okay, 6, whatever. So
I give it a solid 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
7.7.
Nice.
I mean, I'd give it a 6. I hated it. I really didn't like it. I didn't like any of the characters. Let me correct.
Actors or characters?
Characters. No, so I liked King Shark. That's it. Everybody else was non-redeemable like the first one. I think it was better than the first one though.
Who was in the first one that was in the second one?
Rick Flag, Harlequin, Boomerang. Okay, and they killed my favorite character. Captain Boomerang is my favorite one, and they kill him off in the beginning. And I guess it's to subvert expectation. So they're just like, oh, hey, you think he's going to be safe because he's one of the cool guys and funny. Nope, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then it sets it off, it sets the tone for the rest of the movie that anybody could die. But it's pretty obvious who's not going to die and who is going to die. Obviously, they're not killing Harley Quinn.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not going to kill Idris Elba's character. I don't remember his name. It doesn't matter. He's wearing the freaking...
Bloodshot.
Knock off
Bloodsport.
Deathstroke.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Yeah, knock off Deathstroke because... no, Deadshot was Will Smith's character, not Deathstroke.
Yes.
I know, I said Deathstroke because he's got the same armor and
That's true.
weapons, except the sword. And
Deathstroke has a sword, too.
no, I said he didn't have a sword.
Oh. He did. He
Oh,
busted out the sword in the end when he was cutting through the zombie characters for a bit.
Yeah.
Then he's Deathstroke.
Yeah. It's so... he wasn't going to die. The only one who was up in the air that I thought might die was King Shark. I thought maybe they could... Because he's, a lovable character and kind of doofus. So I thought maybe they would kill him off. And it'd be a surprise one. But the polka dot dude, what's his name?
Polka Dot Man.
Polka dot man. Yeah, that was the most obvious thing ever, that he was gonna die.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, the whole time I'm just I guess that was the thing is when is he gonna die? And then the little bit at the end where he's screaming he's a superhero, I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna get squished. This is stupid. He was the most powerful one of all of them. He could chop things in half with interdimensional aids or whatever he has. And he's chopping off I liked. So there are parts of it that I liked. I just thought the movie wasn't good. Like I liked bits and pieces of it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was touching, like the Taika Waititi, his character. That was
the arms.
The arms off. What I forget. What's his name?
Nathan
Detachable
Fillion.
Man? TDK?
Yeah.
TDK. Yeah, that was played by Nathan Fillion, I believe. From. Yeah, it was played by Nathan Fillion, and that was a throwaway character. It was always a throwaway character in the comics, so like, there's a reason why he died, because it's just somebody. It's like fan service. It's like, hey, Nathan Fillion's in our movie, and he's playing the guy who dislocates his arms, and he's slapping people, like woohoo. So I mean, like that whole sequence in the beginning. Did you guys, when you were first watching it, did you think that they were all gonna die? Not Harley Quinn. I'm talking about every character, or did you think like, oh, a couple of them are gonna die and then go in?
No, so this is the time I thought they did a really good job with trailers, because only that first opening crew was ever shown in the trailers as the main characters.
Yeah, I thought that was the team we were gonna see.
So you didn't see King Shark in the trailers?
Well, I didn't see no trailers at all.
So I saw the commercials and I saw King Shark eating people that first duty eats, and it was weird. They didn't show him in the beginning, like with the crew, and immediately made me suspicious. So I'm like, so King Shark's not with them, but he was in the commercial eating a person, so he's coming in later. So I didn't know there was a second team, but I was like, oh, all these people are probably gonna be dead.
Was there another movie where that happened? Like, I feel like there was.
Yeah, it's called Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Deadpool.
So,
Yeah, X Force.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this was done much better as a real comedy in little bits with Deadpool, and that's the thing, is like little bits of this movie are really good. Like the action scenes can be really good. Harlequin, like I think she's I forget her name. What's her name? What's that actress' name? Margot Robbie. Yeah, I think she's a really good actress. So like she plays that character really well. I like Idris Elba a lot. If you put Sylvester Stallone in any movie, I don't care if it's just a voiceover, I'm gonna love it. So like that's great. I just like, I'm not a fan of hyperviolence when it's like played for laughs, and like a lot of it was like supposed to be silly, but there's dudes getting ripped in half, and I'm like, this is gross. Like that's not funny. I don't know. Like, do you guys think that's normal? You remember those kids that we went to school with, or those people you talk to who are only into horror movies? Like, those aren't normal people, right? Like, they have a problem.
Well, I think Deadpool opened up that window where gore could be funny.
Yeah, but they did it so much better in Deadpool.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like in Deadpool, they have like, it's all comedy, and that's the whole thing. Is like, they go through these guys' backstories and they make it an interview process, so you get them, and then it kills all the characters off, and then you're back down to Deadpool anyway, and Domino, because she's lucky. Like the one that they play off for laughs, right? Domino, like, oh, that's not a real, that's not a superpower. You're just lucky, and she's the one who makes it through.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's good about that. Like in this one, it's a bunch of. I mean, my dog's living her best life right now. That toy's the only one that survived in this house. I'm not mad at her. Mina! Go downstairs. Or look at me funny. That's fine too. The other thing. So, have you seen The Boys
Yes.
on Prime? Have you seen The Boys?
I heard of it, but
So,
That's an excellent show.
so it's also like a superhero show, and it's hyper violent, but it's played in a much more serious tone, and it keeps that tone. There's moments of levity, but it's like a serious tone. Also, the guy who directed this directed Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
James Gunn.
James Gunn. So I could see that all over this movie, like them trying to put music in and say like, oh, this is such a cool thing and all this stuff, but the tone was just like all over the place for me, and it kept taking me out of the movie.
and the words that would appear.
Those are cool.
I don't know. I didn't like them. I felt like.
Yeah, so you're talking about the stylized.
Do you not like reading?
I'm just not a reader, guys. I'm a watcher. I'm a doer. I'm not a reader.
Oh, when it says now and
Yeah.
Yeah, now, and 15 years later, Charles like, what the? Just...
Did they do that a lot in the second Guardians?
Yeah, I think a little.
Not as much as that. But no, so did you guys like the storytelling where they, show all the shit happen and then they go back? They're like 8 hours later or 8 days earlier.
I usually don't, but I feel like they did a pretty good job doing that in this movie. It wasn't overdone. It was only done, like twice?
Yeah, but I think it kills things because, it's the reason why people don't like prequels. Because you know what's going to happen in the next movie, so everything that happens is just leading to that. So if you see all the things happen, and it's not... That's the thing, is, it wasn't played enough for comedy when they were trying to go for comedy. And then, the serious moments don't feel serious. It's the only thing that's consistent throughout the whole movie is violence. There were funny moments in it. When they were having the shoot-off, when they were killing all those people, and they find out that, those were the good guys.
They killed all the freedom fighters.
Yeah, it's just why didn't anybody come to warn me? No, there was nobody here. Yeah, I didn't see anybody. Nope, no, nobody here. That's really funny, and that was really well done. It's just there's other moments where they're trying to be funny. It's like with King Shark eating her, that didn't feel funny. I didn't laugh at that. Do you know what I'm talking about? When he's eating the rat lady?
I laughed. That was funny.
All right.
Giant shark was going to eat somebody.
I thought I liked him a lot. Yeah, I wrote down trying to hit get the Guardians feel, but they just didn't hit the mark. And I don't like that they killed Captain Boomerang.
I was actually really disappointed in King Shark.
Why?
So my introduction to King Shark was the Flash TV show on CW, and he was a lot more articulate when he spoke.
And bigger, right?
Yeah, I definitely felt like this one they're trying to get a play off of Groot, where he speaks really slow and it's barely comprehensible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I thought DC has just had this problem the entire time. They are really bad with their tonality of their movies. I can't think of a DC movie that just hits the mark the entire time. Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman is a little bit of an exception, but then when you get to the third act and she fights that old dude, and you're this is Ares. And they have a big CGI battle and it's garbage. The whole movie of badassness leads up to this. That's ridiculous. Where are you going? Mina. No. What? No. Get. That. Come over
She has an idea, an opinion.
Did you watch The Flash with the Thinker?
No, I didn't.
I
I stopped watching The Flash.
He comes in later on, and he's super powerful and can float and stuff. And
Is that the guy that was in the wheelchair?
yeah,
Oh yeah, so way different then.
yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know what their idea was with their characters. It seems like the guys who are powerful, weren't powerful enough, and then the ones who just do recreational bullshit are super powerful and can't die. So everybody's just in the middle. Harlequin, as cool as she is, running through again, suspension of disbelief. I get it. It's a freaking superhero movie. They could do whatever they want, and I'm not mad that she's jumping through a building, but when she's next to basic suit, a super powered interdimensional polka dot man, and she's outdoing him as far as literally anything, I think that's ridiculous.
Yes and no, because if you actually read the comic books, when she breaks up with Joker, I don't know if she dies or gets really injured.
All right. We're reading the comics.
Yeah. So, Poison Ivy nurses her back, and I don't know what she did, but gave her super enhanced powers, which is never explained in the DC movies.
But what
You wouldn't know
powers,
that. Well, she just gets
like Captain America?
pretty much increased strength.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's just sort of, but
how
also
would you know that?
there's
Just
a
watching the
living
movies.
shark, like a superhero shark, a superpowered shark that can survive anything, and he's dumbed down to be on the same level as
The
everyone
bullets
else.
weren't doing anything to him,
Huh?
right? The bullets?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's
But maybe he has no brain.
yes, I get that. No, I'm saying in the movie, everybody who's superpowered seems really dumbed down. Take this for example. if Polka Dot Man had walked into the building and went like, "Heh," he could have disintegrated the entire building.
I didn't get. Could he only do it twice a day, or he has to?
He has to do it twice a day, otherwise it builds up and he can die.
So he can do it infinite times.
I'm sure he has a limit, but if he let it build up and then instead of puking out, did he puke?
I don't know what happened. Yeah, in the
when
bushes.
when he went in the bushes.
I thought he let it out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I just made it look like he was puking. He's puking out polka dots. So I just thought that I don't know. I hate when they do this stuff because if you don't want to like undermine your characters, because it's the same thing they did with Superman. So it's like if you have any problem, like Superman can solve all of them. So what do? You make him go away for some reason. That's fine because he's not in your story now. Now you have other characters handling their business the best way they can. But the second you involve Superman, you're like, well, why are they even here? It's like all they had to do was send Polka Dot Man there and just bleh, like just fly him by in a helicopter and then puke out the things on the building. You understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but you have to factor in this guy's got like mental issues. In the perfect world, yeah, he'll just go there and blah.
But all
You
you
can't
have to
do
do
that.
is say like, imagine it's your mom.
Like, look what he did to this Starro. Is Starro?
Yeah.
Yeah, Starro's leg. Just ate right through it. Just with one of those. He just goes, ha ha, and eats through her leg.
Mm-hmm.
Or his leg. Its leg. It's a freaking sentient starfish. So, and then that, like, that's the other thing that, at the end of the movie, where one of the alternate being, Rick and Morty did this much better, by the way. Rick and Morty.
What are those monsters called?
Which
What are
one?
the creatures that multiply that way? There's like a word for it, isn't it?
Amoeba?
No, where.
No, where they take control of like a
And then
mind.
they're one person.
Yeah, and then they're one.
It's like a.
I don't know.
But in Rick and
Yeah,
Morty,
yeah.
there's multiple of them. One of them is played like one of them is like his girlfriend
Yeah.
or like his ex-girlfriend, and then one of them is played by Patton Oswalt. But anyway, Rick and Morty did that much better. But like one of the bits of Starro at the end, who was played by the same guy who was the general president for a while. He goes like, I was happy just floating and looking at the
yeah,
stars.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so you just showed me all this stupid bullshit, and then like they try to make you feel for the thing when they first walk in. Like, are you here to save me? He's been experimenting on me for 30 years. And you think, oh, cool. When he gets out, it's all gonna be hunky dory because they saved him. But then he goes and like tries to destroy shit. Why doesn't he just leave?
Yeah, he was like trying to conquer the city.
Yeah. It's like, and then at the end, you want me to feel sorry for him because he's like, I was happy just looking at the stars. Then go back! What is stopping you? You're a giant fucking starfish that shoots little starfish that make you bigger by attaching to other people. It's.
But why does he get bigger?
It just makes him more powerful. I got that from like when he was like, oh well, like he shoots out little bits of himself. They attach onto the face, and then that makes him more powerful. So the more people he has control of, the bigger he gets. I mean, that's kind of makes sense. I don't know. I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't really like it.
I think everyone just had higher expectations because we all knew it was James Gunn. If you were just to sit down and watch this with an open mind, I mean, I'm sure you'd be okay with it.
No, I did.
But you weren't a little bit excited with the hype?
No, actually, I have. I did not know this movie came out. That's how little excitement I had until earlier this week when Charlie was like, "Hey, you want to watch a movie? We'll watch Suicide Squad." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I started seeing ads for it. You know how when you search for something, like the ads, like the algorithms start figuring out. And then I started seeing ads for Suicide Squad on YouTube, and I'm like, "Oh, there's a new Suicide Squad movie? Cool." So I had no idea until right now. And yes, I do, like, after, like, I actually was probably 3/4 of the way through the movie, and then I realized, I'm like, oh, James Gunn directed this. because like I wrote the note like trying to be Guardians but doesn't hit the mark, and then I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah, James Gunn directed this. No wonder.
I liked Weasel.
Oh yeah, I thought Weasel was funny.
Fun fact: Weasel is played by James Gunn's brother.
Yes,
Sean Gunn.
Yeah, the same guy who's in both Guardians movies.
Yeah.
Who blows the whistle and shoots the guy in the with the arrow at the end.
Spoiler alert: the Weasel survives.
Yeah, real spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what'd you guys think of John Cena's acting?
I don't like John Cena.
All right, fair enough. Asked and answered.
He was in the movie? I didn't see him.
Can't see him.
I wish he died. Then I would have given it 5 stars.
But he's getting his own mini-series about Pacemaker. So he couldn't have died.
Peacemaker. No, pacemaker.
Pacemaker.
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Not pacemaker, not the thing that keeps your heart going if it slows down.
Well, maybe that's how he lived. He had a pacemaker.
So
what'd you think of John Cena in this movie?
I liked it.
You liked his? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
originally,
think he did pretty good. I mean, I just watched the new Fast and Furious, which was horrible. But even that, he tried. Like, he wasn't that bad.
he just looks like a fill-in for someone who couldn't get The Rock. I was like, oh, let's get John Cena.
I've seen his acting, so I've gone through and I've watched all of Psych again, and he plays Detective O'Hara's brother in one episode, and his acting back then, this is like 10 years ago, was horrendous. Like, it's so forced, everything feels fake, and I couldn't stand him. If you like watch some of The Rock's early stuff, that's what it was like. Mm-hmm. But this movie, he has made so many improvements. Like, I don't feel like he's forcing it anymore. I feel like he's actually talking to the people there and not reading from a script. No. Like, I feel like he's actually one of the characters in the movie. Like, I liked his character too. Like, he was, like, those two like dueling. That was a really funny moment. I laughed a lot. Like I said, when they killed all those people, like, that was really cool and funny.
No, that was funny.
Yeah.
But no, originally he wasn't supposed to be in the movie. Flag was supposed to play that role. And then, like, the actor who plays Flag, he got, like, jacked up, got a bunch of muscles, ready to play this role, and then they upstaged him and said Cena's doing this role.
You mean RoboCop?
RoboCop?
He plays in the RoboCop, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also in Altered Carbon.
I have not seen that yet.
Me either. I just know he's in it.
Mm-hmm.
He's all right. Yeah, I remember the first movie. I've only seen the first movie once because I've never felt a need to go back and watch it again. The first movie was... Oh my God, the Joker was in that one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yuck. It was such a mess. But apparently they're trying to get like a director's cut of that movie out that has more Joker in it.
Oh, nice.
Because everybody needs a director's cut now because the Snyder cut worked really well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still, there's something about the DC movies that just doesn't grab me. I don't know if it's the filter that they're using on their cameras. I don't know if it's like when it goes through 3 layers of, producers and people telling everybody, like, giving them an okay or to cut this out and editing. I never feel like emotionally invested in a DC movie. I don't think there's a single one where I did. I always feel like I'm watching a movie, and like, I'm not just comparing it to Marvel, but it's other superhero series. Like, the Marvel TV shows are some of the best television shows I've seen in years. Like, Loki was phenomenal. It was, like, ridiculously good. It made you feel for all the characters. And, like, so they can do TV shows really well, which that's what DC did for a while, with their, The Flash, Arrow, and what's that one that didn't turn out so good?
Supergirl?
No, not that one. The spin-off from The Flash.
Oh, something Legends.
Yes.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. That's what it was. I think that one got canceled. Right?
No,
Or
that
it
one
just
went-
ended.
Yeah, I think it ended. And right now they got Superman and Lois.
Yes, I know that.
And Stargirl.
What
Do you
about
like
the
those?
HBO Max one
Huh?
with Robin?
Oh yeah,
That one looks good.
that. Wait, what?
Which one?
The
Yeah, what?
HBO Max.
Titans.
Titan.
Yeah,
Titans was really good. I like that.
it's coming back.
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah. But it's for HBO Max, right?
I thought it was through Hulu.
If only we had some sort of device that allowed us to look these things up.
But we don't.
Who doesn't?
He's holding the
We
phone.
don't.
HBO Max. I have never seen this.
That's worth watching.
I didn't see the original ones, but this looks really good.
I don't know. What's your like of all the DC movies that have come out? What's your favorite one? Like I'm trying to think of one I actually liked.
No, the first Wonder Woman.
I did like that movie.
That was the best one.
Are we including the Batmans with Kristen Bale?
That's not part of the DCEU.
it's a-
No.
But those were good. The Dark Knight series was awesome.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fantastic because it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't made a bad movie.
The first Green Lantern was good.
I didn't see that one.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
And Taika Waititi is also in that movie. It's his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
When he's like in front and he goes like this and he's like whoa and he's like right, like the thing from the commercials, the trailers.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi's sitting on he's the guy he's talking to.
I don't watch that. Cool.
It's not good. No.
Cool.
Are you telling me the first Green Lantern movie is not good? The only Green Lantern movie is not good? That's a pretty hot take. I think you should explain yourself.
This is where you talk.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Of course. Oh my god.
I just
I have high hopes for the new Batman movie. That looks pretty good.
With
The Batman.
Robert Pattinson.
Addison? Yeah.
amazing in Twilight. No camera.
Yeah, I just needed you. Anyway. No, the new Batman movie, like I haven't seen previews for it. All I've seen is pictures. I have. Yeah, like the wind over there. Super silent he is.
You're a fucking ninja.
Turn the camera off and on. Is there anything else you'd like to hit comically? All right, get out of the way.
Give him no room. Good shit.
Yeah, so for those of you guys who watch these videos normally, oh my god, like you know that like my camera times out after 30 minutes, and I'm usually sitting right next to the camera, so I can just turn it off and turn it back on. But so we're currently in a situation where my ping pong table is restricting access to the computer area. Jeez.
Did I miss anything?
No, there was this weird guy making a ton of noise underneath the table earlier. I don't know. I'm not like I don't know. There's only one movie I really want to see, and that's like Black Widow, because I haven't seen it yet.
It was okay. It wasn't that great. It does nothing to progress the next phase of Marvel.
Well, no kidding,
It's not
because she's
supposed to.
dead.
I know, but that's what makes it like a pass-through movie.
It
Like,
kind of does.
yeah, the last like
Yeah, the
10
last-
seconds of it.
The after credits scene.
I haven't seen it. So you're telling me it's really good then? And then you would recommend that I go watch it right now? Everybody stop. We're watching another movie. We got to do another review.
I mean, it's a good movie. It's worth watching. It loses that whole charm of Marvel, like the excitement of like.
Is Scarlett
How it's gonna
Johansson
build it.
in the movie?
She's in it.
Oh, then I'm good. I'm looking at any other reason to watch a movie.
Well, you'll like her sister better than her in the movie.
Why?
She's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Do
Yeah.
they both speak with Russian accents?
Well,
Well, hers was
just the
thicker,
sister.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the creepiest nice ever.
we're a little too excited.
You don't want to see Black Adam?
With The Rock?
Yeah.
No, I do. It's just like...
Is that next year?
Yeah.
Oh, duh. Shazam. Shazam was good. I loved Shazam.
Oh, I completely forgot about Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam is an awesome movie. Yeah, that one's really good. I actually like Shazam better than Wonder Woman. It's one of those movies where I could watch... It's not a better movie. I'm not arguing that's a better movie. I just liked it better because I can watch it over and over again and not get tired of it. I think it's a fun movie to watch over again.
It's funnier.
Well, it's funnier. It has like more like emotional moments that like speak to more people. You know, like, and it's a pretty tight movie. It's not like
I mean, I don't like Ares.
No, the ending of that movie is absolutely terrible. I forget who said it, but before Wonder Woman 1984 came out, everybody said they're like, there's no way it's going to be good. The first Wonder Woman was a fluke. Like, there's no way.
Whoever said that was right.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That one
they're
really
like,
sucked.
Like, there's a Wonder Woman was a fluke. There's no way it should have been good. Like, she did all, like, not Kathleen Kennedy, because that's I don't remember the director of Wonder Woman. Darn it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, what other movies are coming out that are worth seeing?
Flash. From just DC?
Yeah.
Oh. Flash. Batman.
That's all I've heard of.
What's your list? Also, we're kind of tired. This is it's currently 9:30. We started working. We dug a giant trench in my yard. Well, most of us did.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad you were here.
You brought us Taco Bell. Okay.
Oh, that's true. He
the most
did
important
provide
job.
some nutrition. But yeah, we spent how long is the trench? 100 feet?
90.
Okay, we're gonna say 100 feet.
No.
So it's 100 feet. It's a 100-foot trench, and and I've never like last week I mentioned that you should call Julie because if you don't, you could hit a gas line. Well, guess what? They won't mark your residential gas lines anyway, so you're still gonna cut those gas lines. So good luck. Like it's just they just want you to die. Apparently, that's what it is. No, but we found a couple more pipes this time when we were digging through, and luckily my spotter this time didn't tell me it was a tree root, so I didn't keep going through it.
Who was your spotter last time?
I don't know. Probably some.
Wait, was it that George guy?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it was George. That's what it was.
I knew it.
That makes sense. It's okay. He's foreign. Yeah. So we spent what 6 hours doing that this morning, into the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad you remember.
No,
So
he's right. It was 6 hours.
yeah. So we're. He just said yeah. He just agreed with me. It's not right.
It's about 90 foot.
So we're a little exhausted. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to cover on the movie?
Best scenes. What were your best scenes?
Yeah. What was your favorite? Start with Gomez.
No, skip me. I gotta think.
Gomez is thinking. That's his favorite scene. You don't get another one. All right.
All right, I'll go. My favorite scene was Margot Robbie getting herself free after they captured her.
With the flowers?
Yeah, so by the time that they were ready to save her, she's like, what are you guys doing? I thought that was funny.
We are going to
Oh,
come
yeah.
save you. And it was a really good plan, too.
That's the whole idea of the movie, was to keep Margot Robbie's character a badass. So I felt like it just fell in line.
Yeah, I feel like that was the first time I really saw Harley Quinn as a badass. Because even Birds of Prey was kind of a shitty movie.
That's
to
more
be
of a
honest.
story, right?
Was I supposed to watch that movie?
Yeah, it's part of the...
Oh, is it? Is it important that I watch these things?
Very important.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't think it is, because I don't think it added... Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, there was nothing referenced about that movie. You're fine with not seeing
How
that.
about you?
I'm still thinking.
All right, what about you?
Killing the The soldiers.
Damn it! I was gonna say that
Freedom
one.
fighters.
Freedom fighters.
Yeah, killing the freedom fighters was probably my favorite one because it was a fun scene. They were badass assassins, and they were going in there, they were doing everything, and then at the end, like Rick Flag is sitting there drinking tea. Like, why didn't anybody come warn me? There was no one here. I didn't see any guys.
Well, it's not their fault. They were given wrong intel. Freaking Waller.
I think my favorite moment in the movie, not the best moment, but my favorite one is where she got hit in the side of the head because I wanted that character to die so bad.
She should die. Her and Cena, they should have both died.
Do you know that famous DC character, Cena?
Yeah, he should have died.
Let's kill that guy.
The next time I see him should be like in WrestleMania. That's it.
Does he? I don't think he wrestles anymore, does he?
Well, he should go back to it.
I don't know.
You guys are harsh. I think my two favorite scenes were seeing Cena actually do some fighting. His choreography was actually pretty good.
Yeah, they didn't do that hokey stuff where they're like, "Hey, he's a wrestler. We should do his wrestling move," and he didn't go like this, like before he like before he kicked his ass.
They probably edited that one out.
The whole time he's just going like, cut. See, John, for the love of God, man. Stop waving your hand in front of your face. It's not that kind of movie. I just thought it would be important. It ties it into my other character that I played for dozens of years. How about you?
Probably like when he got killed, but didn't really get killed. But when
That was your favorite part?
yeah,
hold on.
because it connected back to the beginning when he was bragging like how I used the
smaller bullets. Because remember earlier,
they're talking shit about their bullets.
Yeah.
because he's the one. The Peacemaker was like, because
Mine are smaller.
he's like, how would you shoot? How would you? Mine are more in the center.
Yeah.
How are they more in the center? Smaller bullets.
Yeah.
Go through your bullet, not even touching the sidewalls. Like not even scratching the casing is what he says.
Yeah, that's why it made it even funner.
Because that was exactly that.
Yeah.
It went right through because he had a hollow
survived.
point.
Yeah.
The Peacemaker shot out a hollow point round.
Yeah.
And
Bloodsport.
Discount Deathstroke shot out like a solid round.
Dollar Tree, Deathstroke.
What was the worst scene in the movie? What took? Here's a good one. What took you
When
out
John
of the movie?
Cena was alive.
Hey, I think we know
God
yours.
damn.
All right, you hate John Cena.
No, I like John Cena the wrestler. Just
Do not flag the video.
Oh yeah, because that's so close.
copyright.
Like that whole bit that radio station did. John Cena. Anyway, worst scene. I know yours.
All right, I'm done. I've said it.
All right, mine's gonna be the intro when we thought Weasel died and was out of the picture so quick. Because he looked like an interesting character.
That's fair.
What did you want him to do?
Be a weasel.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like kind of like what's his name, Raccoon from Guardians.
No, he doesn't
Rocket.
talk. Rocket Raccoon never shuts up. That's his whole bit.
Rocket. Yeah, you can see how they tried to like. It felt like there were similarities, right?
With the weasel?
No. It kind of went that way. That's what you like thought, right? You're like, oh, he's gonna be like a nerdy, funny character.
No, he doesn't talk. He's
Yeah,
an actual weasel.
Yeah, it did not matter if he died or lived.
And they said he like killed children.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, he's like, oh, he's harmless. Well, he's not harmless. He killed 29 children, but he agreed to work with us. Like,
we think he agreed.
oh yeah.
But okay. So the movie was pretty good for you, Kareem. That was the worst.
I wasn't angry about it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
Because he was alive.
The weasel came back. I had it at a 3. I had it at a 3, maybe 3.5. And then Weasel comes back. Boom, up to 4.
There's potential for his character in the
4.
third.
He wants to see that. He wants the original. He wants the origin story of Weasel.
You know, the next movie is just going to be Weasel running around the forest of that. Like, where are they? What's the name of that island? That country?
Corto Maltese.
Yeah, Corto Maltesian.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just gonna be running around the Corto Maltesian forest there,
like,
fucking watch
just
that movie.
killing people randomly.
just
That'd
an
be a very
hour,
good movie.
an hour and a half of. That sounds great.
Oh shit. All right.
What moment did you hate?
I agree with Kareem.
I didn't hate a moment.
You didn't hate anything in that movie.
Then why wasn't it 10 out of 10?
Yeah. No scenes disappointed you?
Well, I can't remember them, so
Okay, so you weren't that
if
disappointed.
they weren't that bad.
You like the ending?
Where, well,
Just the ending.
That's probably what disappointed me was like, who defeats the big bad guy? It's the rat girl.
I saw that coming.
Shows with rats.
They said it earlier in the movie.
When
He was talking, when Idris Elba was, I'm just gonna say Idris Elba. I don't care. Idris Elba was talking to her, and goes like, "Oh, he's like, I'm gonna make sure you get out of here alive," and she's like, "No, I'm gonna make sure you get out of here alive."
Yeah, they foreshadowed that.
Yeah, it's a common movie like storytelling technique.
I thought like Harlequin was gonna like stab the eyeball, and that was gonna like.
Well, it did. It let the rats in.
The rats did everything. Like, she didn't even.
She opened up the eyeball.
No, she opened up the eye. That's how they crawled in.
And then they started eating all its nerves.
It looked like it was just like a liquid eyeball.
No.
If you look closer, you can
Watch
see
it again.
Like, tear.
Oh.
Because your eyeball is like a lot of liquid, but there's a lens over it. She poked through that lens,
then the rats came.
and then the rats came through that hole. So you're right.
If she didn't do that though, would the rats have just?
Probably not.
No.
No, because they were shooting at it and nothing.
No, but the rats were like eating the legs.
No, they weren't. They were just climbing up. They weren't doing anything. It was shuffling. Starro was shuffling them off. So
like
you're right.
It was a combo.
Yeah. Oh, with the Wamo combo.
It was a combo kill.
But Bloodsport did nothing, really.
With that fight.
He did, yeah, because he didn't kill Peacemaker, and then he doesn't do anything in that fight except for shoot things that bounce off, and then he hides away from the rats like a real hero does, you know? So I have two scenes that I really dislike. One where she's watching, Idris Elba's daughter is watching him on the news, and like, that's my dad, and she gets all emotional. That is not how emotions work. That is not how, like, years of hatred, like, where you're screaming, fuck you, like, to each other. Like, I hate you, I don't want you. And now you're just going to be like, oh, my dad's a hero. Man, I love this guy. Like, he still doesn't like you. That doesn't change anything. I hated that scene, and I didn't like the scene where Harley Quinn was, like, getting, like the love scene between her and, King Luna, or whatever is the President Luna. El Presidente Luna. I don't know his first name.
Why didn't you like that scene?
Because it was dumb. That's one of those things that took me out of the movie because the tone was so off. Like, not the actual scene where she shoots him. That's fantastic. Like, especially because, you know, she's kind of playing it for laughs a little bit, but also like the scene right before that where they're like in the birds and all that stuff, and like they make it like a love. Like, I hated that. Like, I could not care less about that. Like, it made no sense to have in the movie. Did you guys like that scene?
No.
I'm trying to remember what that guy. Like, why was he important?
He wasn't. He's dead now.
Well, he was like the president, right? And then when he died, the commander was in charge.
If he was controlling Starro.
No, he never was.
Cena?
He was going to.
Yeah.
But you remember, I guess that's why it's kind of important, is because he was going to threaten people and be like, or say like, hey, we have this, you have to respect us. Whereas the other guy, the general, was like, I'm going to fucking kill all of them. Like, that's all he wanted to do. He's like, I'm going to kill China, which is how you say China in Spanish.
Is it?
Yes.
So are you looking at me for that? I am not Spanish.
I'm not Spanish.
You don't have to be Spanish to speak Spanish. You know that, right? Like, there's lots of countries that speak Spanish. I'm not Spanish. I'm not English. I don't speak English. No, like that guy was the only reason that guy was in the movie was to give Harlequin someone to. Oh, you know why he was in the movie? So they didn't kill and torture her immediately. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they end up doing it anyway. I don't know. Actually, that if you took that whole bit out,
It did nothing.
if you cut that out, I don't think anything in the movie changes, right?
No.
It gets shorter.
Yeah, by 20 fucking minutes, it makes it more bearable. Yeah, I would argue that would probably be a better cut. I'm sure there's other things that they left. Like, there's probably bits on the cutting room floor of the weasel doing things. And they left it. They cut that out. They cut that out to
We
put
need
in.
the director's cut.
He's pleading. He's pleading to the people.
Give us the weasel!
Get this shit trending on Twitter. We want the weasel.
But what about weasel?
What about weasel?
No, like, I'm serious, though. They probably have, like, backstory and fun stuff on the cutting room floor, but they cut that to put in that stupid love scene. Or so-called love scene, and then she shoots a guy, and then that changes nothing. If that character doesn't exist...
I mean, they wanted to give her more screen time, right? Why else would you do that scene?
True.
Okay.
Right? It was like intentional. They wanted her to have more screen time.
Then have her fighting more, or doing other stuff.
That's what the other guys are for.
Is it supposed to show that like she moved on from the Joker?
Why?
Maybe. That's their way of doing character development.
I don't know, because that was like the big thing in the original one, right?
And like Birds of Prey, which you have
Yeah.
not seen.
Oh.
Yeah, because like
The
everything
entire
she
movie's
did in
about
that
her
movie
getting
was
over
for
it.
the Joker.
Okay. I mean, I still... I still think it could be cut. Because that can be done in one scene. Like, you don't need multiple scenes and, like, its own choreography and soundtrack. I don't know. Well, I don't know why. I like...
Makes sense, right? Because she's like, I promised myself the next guy that was like a dirtbag giving me red flags, I'd kill him immediately, right? So the next guy was this guy, I guess.
But she didn't need to do that. She could have just shot him anyway.
Well, how do we know? She has to tell us why she killed him. And then it traces back to her hatred for Joker.
I wonder why they didn't say his name. Like,
I don't know. Probably because they don't want anybody to remember that he was involved. Jared Leto.
did they say anyone? They just said Superman, right?
They said Superman.
That was the only.
No Batman. Batman was in the last one, remember?
Yeah.
Batfleck. He was in there. I don't know. The first one was played. The trailer company cut a funny trailer. Remember? They cut a funny trailer, and then everybody's like, "Oh, it's a comedy," and the producers were like, "Oh my God,
Oh, that's
we
right.
screwed up. Give it to the trailer company and let them recut the movie." So they recut the movie. The trailer company did. And it came out a jumbled mess with a giant blue skybeam fighting. Oh yeah, and who is that guy who turns into the giant flame monster at the end?
Diablo.
Yeah, that guy. That was
Face tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
The first Suicide Squad movie.
You remember it?
No.
Okay, yeah, good. I mean, I remember bits and pieces
Oh
of
wait,
it.
Diablo's the guy in jail, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you, Cream.
Trying to help you out here.
And then who is it? Oh, Killer Croc was in the first one, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a crocodile, it was some guy with a skin disease.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So they should have made it a crocodile like they did with Shark. King Shark. I don't know. Like, I don't think would you guys rewatch this movie?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's my feeling. It's
But
like
you pretty much did, didn't you? This is
I
the
did.
second time
You
watched
already
it.
did.
For the
Fucking
sake of this
idiot.
podcast, I
Hypocrite.
watched it twice for the 24 hours.
Fucking
I have no desire to ever see this
I
movie
wouldn't
again.
watch that piece of shit. My life
I would
would
never
come
watch
to
that fucking movie again. I did watch it like 3 times. But...
Only to see the weasel.
Yeah.
Alive.
Do you just watch the first 10 minutes and then the last like 30 seconds of the movie?
I was really hoping it was the director's cut.
The weasel cut. Release the weasel cut. I don't know. Would you watch it again?
Yeah.
Why?
I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but if it was
Oh,
on
you're
TV
saying
and I
if
was in
it-
the mood, yeah.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
still
All right.
watch it.
That's a better question.
Yeah.
If somebody had this on, or because nobody here watches just cable, right?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. So if somebody wanted to watch this and turn it on, would you be like, okay?
Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
care.
I would.
Yeah, I think so. It's okay.
Yeah, just for the weasel.
Am I the only one who is like, no, I am not watching that movie again? Ah, God. I thought more of you guys would not like this.
It wasn't that bad. It could have been worse.
Of course it could have been worse.
They had more John Cena scenes. I would have hated it. Even more.
It was better than the first. That's all we can ask for.
Okay, that's such a low bar to jump. It's like the first movie, you walk into the theater and someone just punches you in the nuts. This one was so much better. Nobody punched me in the nuts this time. I watched the whole movie, no nut shots. It was incredible.
That sounds like a good day.
You go to.
I walked right in, kicked me right in the nuts. Ruined my movie. I was like, why'd you do this? He's like, it's part of the Suicide Squad experience. Everybody has to get kicked in the nuts.
This is why I don't go to the theaters anymore.
Yeah. It's not because of COVID. It's because of the movie studios hiring those nut kickers and having them stand inside the movie theaters. No, it's not like I said, it's not a terrible movie, but like there's some Marvel movies I don't want to watch that aren't terrible. Like the first Thor the Dark World, those weren't terrible. I just don't want to watch them again. Like even if someone had them on, I would probably be like, go play solitaire or eat cheese, like anything else.
I've only seen Doctor Strange once.
I've seen that multiple times. I really enjoyed that one. But no, I understand why people don't like it. I get it. It's an origin story, but I like that one. All right. It's getting late and everybody needs to go.
And the camera will shut off again in 4 minutes.
Is it going to?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good timing. I'm glad we brought that up because I knew that was going to happen. I thought maybe I'll just end it now and do it like a smooth thing and stop it.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to talk for 4 more minutes, and then it was going to happen. Then it'd be awkward.
All right. Anyway, if you like this stuff, this is probably not going to happen again. I mean, we might do this.
Squad Part 2.
The Suicide Squad Part 2.
I think we should just keep reviewing the movie.
Weasel's Revenge. When that comes out, we'll do this again. If you like this, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, but I appreciate you for listening. Like and subscribe. I promise I will talk about MMA. I'll do UFC 265 soon. I really appreciate y'all. I really do. Hassam is here this time, so I don't have to thank him, which is great. I want to thank everybody for coming over and helping me dig my trench. That's a really big deal. My garage has been flooding. It's been really kind of disgusting and terrible, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. These are the best people on the planet, by the way. Like, they've been my friends for like 20 plus years. Like, it's been like a blast, and they've made my life like somewhat bearable, which is fantastic because pretty much everything else, like most of my life has sucked. So
Turn it into a therapy sesh. I'm about to start crying.
what are you crying for? I'm saying it's a good thing.
Getting all emotional, man.
No, I'm very happy. Like, these are the best people on the planet, and I got really lucky with my friends. So the fact that they sat down here for 45 minutes. Well, no, there was more because they had to set up. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I really do. Has anybody got anything else to say? You don't want a cool sign off?
No.
Looking out for Nathan in the next podcast.
Nice.
I miss you, Nate.
Yeah,
I really do.
Shout out Nate.
I miss you, Nate. All right. Love y'all. Bye.